Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Today, I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people don't talk about. Um, it's a very important subject, I believe. I believe people don't address it because it makes them look not bad, but like they're not handling things as well as they could or whatever. It's loneliness. Are we lonely or isolated? If you're someone like myself, pardon my eyes itchy. If you're someone like myself, you stay home a lot. Now, I'm lucky. I have someone who's at home with me. I have family that comes over and visits. There's a lot of people who are by themselves. And if you're just by yourself, how do you feel? Are you isolated? Are you bored? Are you lonely? Even though I have somebody here, yes, I am. I am all of those things. I am I'm lonely even if I have somebody at home because quite often Bill doesn't talk very much. He's quite quiet. And I'm a talker, so therefore, you know, if I wanted to just hear myself, it'd be great. My daughter comes to visit all the time. My son and his family will come over when they can, and we we have great visits when they're here. But there's a lot of hours in every day, and I do a lot of sitting here. When my meds aren't working, I'm just sitting in my chair thinking, which is usually a dangerous thing for me to do. But yes, life is very different than it was. Previous to Parkinson's, I did things. I went places. We took drives. We did all those things. We had a full life. And since then, things have changed. I started insulating myself. I started staying at home more. And now it's just way more comfortable. I try to go out. I went the other day grocery shopping with my daughter. I went out. We had a great time shopping. We weren't gone very long, but it tired me out. Not only just for when I came home, but of course, partway out, we were just about finished. My meds quit wore off. Then I had a hard time getting into the car and getting out of the car. And it was just when I came home, it took a long time to recover after that. And sometimes then when it does that, then you think, is it worth going out? Like, you really question whether it's worth going out. For me, yes, the answer is yes, it is worth going out and getting tired and resting when I come home, just so that I have some connection to the outside world there. But my connection is through this channel. My connection is through watching other YouTube channels and getting to know the people there. This is my connection to the outside world. And if I didn't have this, I can't imagine what life would be like. And I know that at some point, this is going to be taken away from me when I can't work it with my hands, or my brain doesn't think enough to give it voice commands, or I know that that's going to happen, and I dread that day. I really do. As it is, I try to keep myself fairly occupied unless I'm in an off time. But if I'm on an on time and I can do stuff, I tend to try and do it. Everybody can say there's housework to do. Yes, there's always housework to do. And you do what you have to because that's what you have to do. But that's not fun. You have to have fun in your life. That's not fun. So what do I do different now than I did before for fun? Well, I can tell you I never picked up a pencil crayon and colored before. That's something I enjoy. But again, my hands don't work very good. It's tough, but I'm still doing it, and that's the point. I do whatever my Try It Thursday is supposed to be. This week is crocheting, and I really wanted this to be successful. I'm not sure whether it's going to be yet or not. It's taking me a very long time to do my stitches, but it is coming along. So if I'm successful with this, even though I used to make big projects, I'll be happy with dishcloths or little things. Like, I'll be happy with that. And I can do that just to give me something to do. What else do I do? I'm trying to think what... I listen to music. excuse me, I listen to music. I like Celtic Thunder. I like Irish music, and I do put that on my tablet, and I listen to that, which is always good. We watch different videos. Oftentimes, I'll be doing something with my headset on my tablet. My husband will have something on the TV, and if I've seen it before, I can kind of keep up with what's happening on the TV while still doing stuff on the computer. If it's a new movie, I would have to concentrate on it, but I don't worry about new movies so much. We just recently got a Yahtzee game. My daughter was playing Yahtzee with her friends, and it sounded fun, so we got a Yahtzee game. We've only played it once. I was terrible at it. Bill trounced me, but it was fun. Now, we did find out that because I drop everything, we had to get the kitchen tongs, for turning the meat over. We had to have them with our game because I threw the dice on the floor many times and the tongs were quite handy to pick it up. So we are adapting those things. Going forward, what do I plan to do to try and keep myself from, what you're trying to do is you're trying to avoid depression is what you're trying to do. You're trying to avoid sitting here going, oh, woe is me. You don't want that. Try to find the things that are fun to do. And if they're not fun, at least they're intellectual. They're keeping your brain working. Do a Sudoku, do a crossword, something to make sure that you're not giving up on your brain. I take my A-linker. Well, I'm guilty of this week, or last week actually. All week I did not take my A-linker, and this week so far I haven't because I had hurt my side, and I am trying to let my side heal up. But do something every day where it's exercise. Now, I didn't do my A-linker on Monday, but we went grocery shopping and I pushed my own wheelchair. So therefore that was a lot of work, especially with a sore side. So everything I do is expending energy, and that's excellent. I'm glad for that. And I just want to keep my mind going as long as I can, for as long as I can. I have a story for today. My mother used to be a Girl Guide leader when I was a young girl. And she was a great Girl Guide leader. Everybody loved her. And I went to the same guide troop as my mother was a leader. And I thought, I'm not going to get away with anything here because Mom's there, right? But when it came to guide camp, my mom didn't go to guide camp. I went by myself and my friends. We went with other groups, and we were there with a whole bunch of people. It was great. And I didn't have Mom there. Well, I should have known that Mom would have told them that I was to be a model person. And I was not. I taught the girls a naughty song. I was one of the older girls. And I taught the girls sort of a naughty song. And it wasn't bad by today's standards, but it was still naughty enough that my mother got a phone call to say, Darlene is teaching the younger girls these naughty songs, and what should we do? And Mom says, well, if it was another girl and I was the leader there, I would be sending her home and telling her mom that she did something that shouldn't be done, and she was told to stop and she didn't. She taught it again, and I would be sending her home. And they said, okay, we're sending her home. Boy, did I get in trouble. Oh man, was I in trouble when I got home, because Mom was embarrassed by the fact that her daughter was sent home. But you know what? We sang that naughty song to this day. All right. Have a good day. We'll see you all tomorrow.